Fight, flight, freeze, forgiveness? You'll want to watch this video. You're dysregulated, and your first responsibility before you think through anything, ruminate, go after, clean up anything, is to regulate yourself. I'm going to give you some tools to help you do that. And self-regulation is one of our greatest assets. Our breath never leaves us. It never goes away. It's one of those things that will always be by your side from the time you're born to the time you die. So it's something you can count on. And in a world where things feel like you can't count on them, you can always come back to your breath. It's the one thing that will never leave you. I'm going to give you a couple of tools around breathing and then talk about the importance of self-regulation. So one of the breathing techniques that I've learned is the 4-4-4. It's something that's used with military to help regulate the breath. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you breathe out for 4, and you hold for 4. And you go through that cycle until you can start to feel your body. And so that breathing brings you back to the present right here. Another thing that you can do real quick is to breathe in through your nose and breathe in as deep as you can, and to breathe out while saying the word or the sound, voo, and you feel that vibrate through your whole body. Now, another thing that I've learned about regulating the body is to breathe in as deep as you can, and then at the top of it, suck in again, and then breathe out, pursed lips, like that, to control the breath out. It helps to regulate the body. Now, a couple of other techniques to help you regulate first, and I'll go over why this is so important, is to put cold. Get a little baggie of, a Ziploc bag, put ice in it. Put it right here on your neck and hold it there, or hold it to your face. That ice will shock the system and help you to come back to the present moment. Eat something sour, like my kids love these sour candies. Eat one of these sour candies. The shock of the sourness is going to bring your system right back to the present moment. That's all we're trying to do with regulation, is get our prefrontal cortex back online. Because when we get triggered, your prefrontal cortex shuts off for survival. You go into the fight or flight mode, and you really don't have a say of what shows up in that fight or flight mode. So when it shows up, it's going to do whatever it does. So if that's to run away, it's going to do that. If that's to fight, it's going to do that. To flee, to fawn, and the other one is the other F word. It's going to do whatever it does. So your job is to use another F called forgiveness. So my favorite definition of forgiveness is to not cause additional harm with it. When you go through whatever your fight or flight response is, you don't have to add additional harm to it by making yourself wrong or shameful because you reacted. And so the goal here is to get your prefrontal cortex back online. And so you are not to think things through, to rationalize, or to analyze, or do any of that when you're in a dysregulated state. The first thing you have to do is notice that you're dysregulated, and then immediately work toward regulation. Not thinking, not processing, not resolving, any of that. You've got to get yourself back to a regulated state. You do that with your breath. Put your feet on the ground. Stomp your feet. Shake your body out. In nature, Peter Levine talks about waking the tiger. The animals in nature, when they go through a traumatic experience, shake their bodies and then return to a normal state as if nothing happened. And so with humans, we try and keep ourselves from shaking, from getting that energy out of us. And so we stuff it, we hide it, we try and pretend and put on this face that we're okay, and we're not. And so get up and move. Get up and move. Start noticing 5 things that you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can, touch, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Just try and put yourself back into the present moment. So don't try and do all the things of thinking through your problems or your challenges. When you feel unsafe, your body has to create safety before it can thrive. And so until you feel safe, your body won't go to work on creating the things that you need in your life. And so I've noticed this in me, is that I've had moments where I feel safe in areas, and I have one area out of the blue that feels unsafe, and I get triggered or activated, we'll say, and my body's activated. And because that one area, even if it's not with my business or anything else, because that one area is unsafe, I'm dysregulated in all areas because it hijacks my body. So now I can't focus on my business. Now I can't focus on my kids, like all these things. So your first responsibility is to get back into that regulated state. So when that trigger happens and it does whatever it does, the first thing is to notice. Name it. If you want to name it, see, there's anxiety, and separate it from yourself temporarily. It's really important that when you're creating safety that you never talk about yourself in the third person. Don't say he, she, Nick. Don't put any of that on it, because long term that's actually damaging to your psyche. So people who are prone to depression or PTSD, themselves avoiding and dissociating because they're using or talking about themselves in the third person. So using it long term can actually be really damaging to you. So you want to talk to the part and say, you, I see you, or say, I am noticing that there is a part of me that is experiencing this. And then you continue to regulate until you get your prefrontal cortex back online, and that allows you to be calm and peaceful and process and create that safety that you're looking for so you can get back to thriving. So I hope that serves you today. There's a lot packed in here, but your first responsibility, going back to that, is to self-regulate first. Do that very first. Don't do another thing until you self-regulate. And if you're having a hard time doing that, I have applications that will help you do that with GPTs. You can reach out to a friend, a therapist, a coach, somebody that can help you self-regulate until you learn to do that for yourself. And so go make it a giant day. I love you. Thank you for watching these videos. Share it with somebody that you know that could use this. Make sure you bookmark it. Follow me so you see these when they come out. And I will talk to you in the next video.